Welcome back to Back in the Days. Hey, I need to shout out my boy R Shield though. Hey, welcome to fatherhood. All right, he will be back soon. Okay, he got to take care of some business. That's all. But we are back again. This is season 2, and we're gonna start off with a classic, and this is Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. All right, so this one was like a classic one in the day. Uh, of course, you had Brandy as Cinderella. You had Jason Alexander as Lionel. You had Whoopi Goldberg as the queen. You had Victor Garber as the king. You had Whitney Houston as a fairy godmother. I mean, hey. You had Bernadette Peters as the evil stepmother, and Vianne Cox and Natalie Reed as the stepsisters. All right, so it was a classic movie, man. So I loved everything about it. I think everybody who saw this movie, this is their Cinderella. You know what I mean? So it it was, you already knew by the cast that it was gonna be a powerhouse type of movie. Uh, and it was live. You know, they did it live on TV, so it was a TV movie, but it was one that is it's hard to beat. You know what I mean? It's hard to beat. So let's get into the facts that you might not have known about this movie. So fact number 1. Did you know that Whitney Houston was actually cast as the Cinderella before? When they were getting the movie together, they had Whitney Houston as Cinderella, but because of her scheduling with her performances, her tour dates, and the delays of the movie, because of that, it kind of messed up, and they had to move on, and they ended up getting Brandy, but they was able to bring her in as a fairy godmother. So they was able to bring her in as a fairy godmother, and I feel like it was pretty good. I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference if Whitney Houston was Cinderella. It could have though, because Whitney Houston was, she was up there at that time, and uh, Brandy, I think, she had her level, but Whitney Houston was on that other level. I think it could have been even crazier with it, but it still turned out to be a great movie. All right. So fact number 2. A Disney executive was so nervous about having a black lead that he suggested the singer Jewel play the part of Cinderella instead. So they said they had I think she was like a rocker type of pop, Jewel. That's what her name. And yeah, I don't know. I'm glad they went away from what he was talking about, because I don't know if it would have did as good if you didn't have Whitney Houston and you didn't have Brandy. So the fact that you had them two, I think it made this movie even better. Sorry, gotta get this autofocus. You feel me? So, um, with them, I think it made it way better. Okay, so I'm glad they went into the other direction and made this better. So the ways they went with this movie, to me, it made it a classic. White actresses didn't want to play the evil stepmother, and I can see why they wouldn't. It could be it could have turned out bad for you in a sense. So they didn't want to play the evil stepmother. Of course, this so the stepdaughter was gonna be the black lead, and they didn't want to be the evil stepmother that was treating her bad. And I understand why some of them did not. Like most of them, most of the people they tried to get did not want that role. So before Bernadette Peters agreed to play the part, Bette Midler said no to the part. So Bette Midler, is Bette Midler. She said no to the part because, of course, the white actresses didn't want to play the evil stepmother with with a black lead. You got Brandy, and so Bette Midler passed on it, and she didn't want to look bad because they felt like they could have looked bad playing that role, seriously bad, and probably could have messed up their career type of thing. So I understand that. Jason Alexander, Yeah, if you don't remember him, he was in Seinfeld. He was the friend with the glasses and everything like that. So he took the role to try and play Sweeney Todd later. Now this was interesting to me because I didn't even really see him as this type of actor, and he killed it. He killed it. It was I love his singing part too. Like the parts that he was singing in, like I didn't think he was gonna be able to pull it off like when I saw it. But when I seen it, he did a great job. So he did this, he took it in order so when they would make a Sweeney Todd movie, that is what he wanted to get. He wanted to get the lead character Sweeney Todd, but um they ended up making it later on, but of course, we all know in 2007 they made it and actually got Johnny Depp to play the role. So it was a little while later too, and Johnny Depp is Johnny Depp, so you know what you're getting when you cast him to play a role, and you know it's gonna get a lot of eyes to it, and a lot of people are gonna go see it. But Sweeney Todd playing that role, I mean, Johnny Depp did a great job. I don't know if anybody could have did it like as good as him. Jason Alexander, we just we'll never know about that. So, but like I said, in this he did a great job. If he plays in any other roles like this, I feel like it'll be good to watch. And he, like I said, he took his acting to me, and it was great. Did you guys know that Taye Diggs and Wayne Brady both auditioned to play Prince Christopher? So they had Taye Diggs came in, Wayne Brady came in to play the Prince, and I'm trying to see. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Would you want to see? Would have wanted to see Taye Diggs as the Prince or Wayne Brady? And I feel like Wayne Brady, when it comes to the singing part, suit he could have killed it. I think Wayne Brady could have killed it. Uh, when it comes to the singing parts, now the acting, I don't really know. I mean, it depends on how you take the acting. Taye Diggs to me probably is a better actor. Not probably, he is a better actor. And then, but when it came to the singing, I know Wayne Brady would have did better. So it just depends though. Some people might feel like Wayne Brady is a better actor, but let me know in the comments what y'all think. Would y'all would have liked Wayne Brady or Taye Diggs? Let me know. During the filming, that Whoopi Goldberg wore a $2.5 million necklace and a $9 million 70 carat diamond ring. She didn't want to wear nothing fake. So, being Whoopi Goldberg, she went and got that. And that's ridiculous to have on set. Nowadays, I don't think, I don't know you really could do that because there's a lot of stuff that happens on sets nowadays. But back then, I guess, to be able to wear that and have that on set, it was good. And Whoopi Goldberg did a great job. Yeah, she did an awesome job in her role. So, salute to her. The scene where Brandy's foot slipping into the glass slipper, that actually was not her. They said her foot was too big. So they said Brandy's a size 9. It would have looked like a 12 on camera. And so, yeah, that wasn't her foot slipping in to the glass slipper. That's kind of crazy to me. Our favorite scene. Now, like I said, I kind of said it earlier. Jason Alexander. That has to be my favorite scene. It's hard because Whitney Houston. I mean, when Whitney Houston does her part, she's singing. Man, it's crazy. Jason Alexander, the Prince, is having a ball scene. Like I said, he did his thing, and that was a cast. You had to be ready to be able to do the singing. You had to do the choreography and everything, and he kept up with it, and he did what he had to do. And that scene to me is one of my favorite scene in the movie. But I have a whole bunch of favorites. But that one, if I have to pick one right now, that one is gonna be my favorite. Love that scene, and like I said, it showed, man, he can really do this. Yeah, it showed he could really do that. So, that's my favorite scene. Let me know about y'all favorite scene. What was your favorite scene in the movie? Who was your favorite actor in the movie? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's move on to remakes. And we all know my boy Arshio don't like no remakes. You feel me? But we're gonna get to it. If we had to remake this, I thought hard and I had to think like who could play Cinderella. Now that's to me, I thought about a couple people, but for me, I think I would go with Coco Jones. Coco Jones is she can sing, she can act. I think she would do an awesome job. If they ever did a remake, I feel like she should be the one they should call, and I think it'll be great. Fairy Godmother, and everybody, most people probably would say this. For me, it would be Jennifer Hudson. I think Jennifer Hudson will kill this role, and I think she's proven that she can act, she can sing, she got the vocals. I feel like this, just them two, I would watch it. Like if they did a remake and them two, where it would go crazy. I think people would love that. The Prince. Now that's where I had a tough time. Like who would I want to see as a Prince? And maybe I would get somebody like we don't even know yet. To get somebody now that we actually know, and I just don't know anybody that I would want to play that part. Let me know what you guys think, because the Prince, let me know who you is there a name that you guys could throw out in the comments to let me know about who could play the Prince role, because I just couldn't really think about it. I feel like it would have to be somebody we don't know and we don't haven't seen before, but and they would be able to kill it, because I feel like trying to it'd be tough to have Coco Jones and Jennifer Hudson, and then you have to try to go out there and do what you do. You know what I mean? As a Prince, so you have a big role. So Lionel, I'm gonna go with Kevin James. I think he can do it. I think he can. It would show something that something different with him, and I think he's a kind of similar in their kind of acting styles, and I feel like he would be. I think it would be a good pick for that one. You know what I mean? The Queen, I'll go with Jennifer Lewis. If y'all don't know Jennifer Lewis, she's been around a while. Y'all should know her. Gerard Butler. That's the one I think could play the king. I would pick for the king for me. You know what I mean? I feel like that'll be a good one. So, but I don't know. Y'all might be like, Gerard Butler, what y'all talking about? Like, that's for me. You know what I mean? You might have something else. Give me a list of y'all people who you would pick to remake this movie. But for me, to end it off, I'm going to say for the evil stepmother, I'll go Maya Rudolph. I seen her in a role, and I can't remember it right now, but she killed it, and I feel like she could do this one as well. It's something about her stuff that the way she acts, I think she would kill this role. Like this one would be those roles, kind of like a breakout type of thing, because I think she could sing a little bit, but even if she couldn't, just playing that role as the evil stepmother, I think she could pull it off pretty well. So, and I ain't saying she's like an evil person, and I'm just saying like as an actor in acting this role, I think she would kill it. I think this would be cool to watch. Those would be my cast members right there. But let me know down in the comments if you guys got any other actors that you feel could play these roles, like, and let me know how y'all really feel about this movie. Is it a classic for you? Is it not a classic? Like I said, we back again. Season 2, Back in the Days. First episode complete. It's time to move on to the next. Peace.